Well, moved on with a fresh idea. I just put a 1-inch piece across the frame and just clamped this sill plate onto it. I've been working on this body. I've got this body now about where it's gonna weld into that piece. It's just being held up by, you can see it's all rusted out there, but I got a bar across the front of it where there's a little pan, and a bar across the back where there's a little pan. You can see the bottom of that side panel there is about where it's going to line up with this toe plate. It's about 1 inch off of the frame. So anyway, basically this is pretty much where it's going to go. And I had to move my door back from where I thought. And I thought this was going to go right into this bar here. Apparently that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have to move this cowl back. I don't know, several inches, I think. But what dictated the whole thing was this fender bolted into this splash panel here, and that's bolted into this fender, and in the front of the fender up here lining up. So basically this fender, the splash panel, and the rear fender set where the car body's got to go. So then I have to just put the door in to some place that's matched. This is pretty good. This was cut out of the original, so I'm assuming that's good. And the rest of it I'll have to mock up. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I cut this trunk off of it, just had some tabs. You can see the drip rails are all gone. I'll have to make something not that too big a deal. At least I got a trunk. I can make something out of 1/2-inch square tubing, put around there, and I'll have to make me a couple body mounts here. Not exactly sure how I'll go about that right now. I'm just trying to get it more or less level. I'll probably put some kind of a bar across the back here, and I'm not sure. I got plenty of steel to do it with, at least what I figured out. I can always go get more, but this is where I got this morning. Got the rear and the frame located. Now I have to play around with this cowl. You can see where I got that board in there. You know, it's up 2 inches above the frame for the one mount, and probably 4 inches for the other mount. I don't know why it had 2 mounts. I think probably one of them was to mount the cowl to the frame, and the other one might have been a running board. I'm not sure. but I've got a pretty decent setup here. I managed to get this running board where these tabs are right on the top of the frame, so it'll be pretty easy to bolt them on. It was supposed to be lowered some, but I just put a 2x4 in here, and that kind of held that splash panel up. I'll probably have to play with that some more, but at least for now I can press on to lining something else. Well, I put some 3 inches there on both sides, and moved this cowl back. There's a bolt here, bolt hole. I've got it approximately a line, needs to go back about 1 inch. Same over there, but it looks like that this cowl now is approximately where it's going to go, so that's pretty good. And I've got this back again, you know, that's pretty good. So I think this is pretty close to where it's going to be going, and I pulled this in to where it just goes on the inside of the door frame, and I think the guy probably made that to do that. So I think that's probably going to be good enough. It's not vertical. I may put a little something in it. I'm going to try to get it back to those bolt holes. You know, I can tilt it forward, but this is the piece that's goes to the top of this. You can see that it's I think you got it upside down. I don't know, but anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Yeah, well, I know it is. Yeah, there's where it goes right there. This sets down in here, and the door closes into this part. And I've got the other one. So I think what I'll do is, I know how big my frame is, and I got good edges over there. I'll get me a dimension of how much this is supposed to be front to back, and then I'll clamp this on. I probably ought to drag my welder out here and tack this stuff in. I'm running out of clamps. Anyway, think about it, and I'll work on this cowl a little more. All right, I got this straightened out. I've got the the door jamb here in roughly where I want it, and I had a big gap right here, So anyway, I got me a piece there that's 47 inches. I had a little piece that was just a little too small, but I'm gonna have to put a brace across there anyway. So I went ahead and cut up a fresh piece of steel, and I'm a couple inches away from the frame on both sides. I'll probably knock it around a little, make sure I got it exactly the same. Actually, at this point, I probably ought to tack it in, but I don't want to try to drag my welder around here. This piece, you know, that's can't get much more perfect than that. You know, because that's about the width of a cutoff wheel. Anyway, there's that one piece I couldn't find. I'll probably have to cut that. I'll cut the tin off of it, put that on there so it'll match all this. Well, I hadn't clamped that other side there, but I clamped up everything there and got the body on straight, and measured everything. I've got this front end now real close. I'm off maybe a half an inch. This door frame, of course, works real good, and it's straight. I got a brace across the back. I probably ought to build a permanent brace here. That's what all the steel's for. Just haven't figured out where to put it yet. And but I think I'm gonna go ahead and make my door on that side, door frame at least, get it all welded up, and then I can clamp this together and get it all straight. And once I get it straight, then I can kind of tell where I'm going to put the inside braces. So I took all my junk off there, and now I'll just press on to making the driver's door frame. Well, now I got the body kind of sorted out on the car. To finalize it, I need to put in this driver's door. So I just put that piece that I made in there. I just realized that I have a top piece here, but these, neither one of them had the had the 1-inch piece in them. There's the other one there. Anyway, if I have to, I'll cut them out. But that's my door jamb, and I've got it at a 90 to this straight part here. So the hinges are vertical. I've got it just right at the edge of the door here. I'll probably put a little piece of round rod on there or something. Anyway, now I can flip it over. I've got some of the stuff here, this bottom piece that does have a 1-inch piece welded into it. That's this chunk here. I think it'll be easier to do that if I turn it over. I'm not sure, I can't clamp it anymore if I set it on the bottom. I guess I could still just turn the bottom over and put it on them blocks. That's what I'll do. I'll just leave it clamped up, and then I'll make this piece. I need to cut that little 1/2 inch out of there and put a big 1-inch piece in that, and that'll tie this bottom together. And then I'll try to sort out what's going on with this tin here. Try to make the vertical part, but the hinge and this piece needs to go in there. And actually, just with that much alone, I could set this door in there and make some of the cowl mounts. But this one went a lot easier than the other one, mostly because I wasn't dealing with 4 pieces door. I still have to finish welding this thing up. This spot welding takes a long time, but I'll do that. Finish this door up. It all looks pretty good here. And put the braces in it. These doors are heavy, but they're nowhere near as heavy as the door and the frame. So I'm going to try to get that frame in there good before I take the door. But I'll make this frame, get it all sorted out. They should be the same door to door. And then I can put this frame in, and I can make the cowl brace and, you know, around behind the, I just put the whole body together and make my braces for what I need. So I gotta do this bottom piece, the top, and then the top of the door. And this frame will be done. Well, I got this door flipped around, and this is a good bottom piece, and where I thought was the right hand side top of the door, turn it upside down and see, I got it marked there, right roof, and it turns out that it's left, and it bolted in, and I can see where that rod's been cut off. So I've got the whole jamb here, and that little lip on the body just goes inside there. It's just tack weld that together. So this will be the locking side, door opening side on the driver's side, and it's just a thin tin welded onto this, and I'll have to put another couple inches on it. So I think what I'll do is just cut that piece off of there and make a new, I got to repair that bottom, get rid of that 1/2 inch and put a 1-inch piece in. So I'll probably just fix the bottom, and I'll put a new piece here rather than try to weld it there and then come up here and weld it again. And I can tell it's right level with the door, and so I'm going to have to put like 1 inch on it. But anyway, this is kind of the final part of what I need to do. I don't really care about what goes on the front of this. Well, I do to some degree, That's where the cowl mounts up. I'm not sure how I'll do that yet, but the main thing is that I'll be able to build a whole door frame all the way around and get it good and solid, and then I can take the door out again and mount this frame on the body good, and then I can mount the rest of the body on there. And so I've got the right little part there, and I've got the opposite to this one. I don't know if it's at it there. I got two of those pieces. I'm not sure what they are. I think they might be part of the cowl, but this will give me a good door frame and door sill, and hinges all working and the right size, so I can mount this all into the car, and I can finish up the body. Once I get the body kind of where I want it to go and clamped on and all straight, then I'll make body mounts for it, and a cage, and I'll put something across the front here to hold the roof. That roof is cut out in a U shape, so I don't really have anything across the front. I do have that one windshield over there that it looks like it fits the cowl, so if so, I'll make some kind of a channel across like that, just out of a either 1/2 inch or something, and make me something to mount that windshield in there. But I've got enough here to finish up this door frame. The welding went pretty good on this one. I played around with it a little, but basically it was fairly straightforward. So anyway, another kind of a keystone of the picture, and I can press on to making the frame and stuff, and now I know where the cowl and everything goes. Then I'll be able to set the motor. I got motor parts coming, and a transmission will be here in a couple of weeks, so at least I can for now I can put the motor in it, set it over there in it anyway, and kind of temporary make some motor mounts. I bought some motor mounts for that 360, and so we'll see how it goes. So appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you're learning something. I had built one before, 2023 Dodge Coupe, and I had a blower, all kinds of stuff in that. It was a really nice car. I sold it, but I saw this one. I thought, well, you know, this would be another one that I could make, and pile of parts, but I'll weld it all up. I'm not trying to make it real fancy or anything. I'll probably drive it around and sell it to somebody. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure and hit the like button if you will, and subscribe. Tell a friend. I'd like to break 1,000 viewers here. That'd be really nice if you'd help. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.